We deliberated over whether to have a female or a male presenter today, and we decided male because of two reasons. Firstly, we didn't want this to be perceived as an anti-male seminar, and secondly, we wanted to emphasise that the discourse on gender inequality in the media is something that both male and female students should be a part of. Of the following films passes the Bechdel test? Who believes it is A, Run Lola Run? All right. B, Crazy Stupid Love. C, Snakes on a Plane. D, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Or E, Identity Theft. The correct answer is C, Snakes on a Plane. Yeah. So there's actually about a 10-second scene in which Juliana Yeah. Well, Juliana Margulies' character is talking about the fact that it's her last flight. She's a flight attendant, and they're saying that they hope it goes well. But spoiler alert, it doesn't.
But I think Elizabeth is right. I do think that women are possibly often put under more scrutiny, and I think there are many males who probably don't work as diligently or as thorough and comprehensively as perhaps their female counterpart might do in the same role.
Yeah.
Just a couple of weeks ago, when I had a male and a male and a female in the studio, both writers, and at the end of the interview, the male said to me, "Oh, that was really great, you know, let me know if you want me to come back." And at the end of the interview, the female said, "Was I okay?" This happens all the time. I've never interviewed a guy where after the interview he's said to me, was I okay? But I've had lots of women say, "Oh, was I okay?" You know, it's this sort of...
It's almost imposter syndrome, that idea that, like, you're not... Someone's about to catch you out at any minute because you're, like, you know, you're not an expert at something, you're just kind of good at it, and you've just, like, stumbled into something with dumb luck. Or
But if you're going to be certainly working in the film and the television and the games industry, you've got to be prepared to start at the bottom. Nobody is going to give you a job at the top. And the great thing about starting at the bottom is that you learn so much, and you get to observe what people do well and what they don't do so well. And then, you know, using technology, you have the opportunity to test and invent how you could do it better. So it's about being patient as well, and just sort of understanding that you will get there. You're just not going to get there tomorrow, you know, but you will get there through hard work, perseverance, and hopefully luck and timing will play a part as well.
You know, when you're being talked down to purely for the fact that you're a woman and it's assumed that you don't know what you're talking about, people will try to interrupt you and they will try to repeat what you just said and take it as, you know, take credit for it and that kind of thing. And using active words like that are unemotional, stop interrupting me, I just said that, really active, you know, assertive language is really helpful. And it's hard to train yourself out of it, but train yourself out of saying things like, starting every sentence with like, "Oh, I don't know if it's any good, but," or like, I'm sorry, but, "Oh, this is probably not right," you know, all that kind of stuff that you're, you know, kind of conditioned to say before you say something. You're apologising for what you have to say before you've even said it.
You know, if you find yourself in a work environment where that's not happening, that's not a place that you should stay, because you're not going to get anything out of that environment, and you're actually better off cutting your losses and finding a new environment, or going out and doing something that is, you know, creatively and personally more satisfying for you than staying in a negative place where you're not allowed to flourish and grow. You have to be hungry. You have to, and that's what the perseverance is about. You have to be entrepreneurial. So you have to find, you know, you have to be respectful of the people that are employing you, and you have to understand you may not be the best candidate for the job because there'll be 20 or 30 of them. But at the same time, don't be discouraged. And with the technology that's out there, that's where the entrepreneurial comes in. That's where getting together with your friends, you know, coming up with the next beach jazz or I don't know, whatever the latest thing is on on YouTube at the moment. But, you know, there's a plethora of them. But finding ways to actually demonstrate that you've got talent, that you've got a point of difference, they're the kind of things that will make you attractive as an employee. And that's no different whether you're a male or a female.